Hello, my name is Gillian Strachan and I play Evelyn in her tragedy. I am going to be your set tour guide for this and I'm going to show you all around the house. So a little bit about this house. Our director, wonderful director Vanessa, was in a web series and the web series did some scenes in this house and that's how we got the location. Let me show you around. This is the basement. Nothing actually happens here, no scenes, but this is where we keep all of the props that we're not using for the day, and we've got some lovely crates, and this sucker right here is going to be used later in the day, but it's very nice because all of it's empty and we can store everything here. And over here we have our costumes, which probably should be hung up, but they're not because we were all really tired last night and we just dumped everything on the floor. And our wonderful costumer Nick, he made all of these costumes, or he made some of them. Like this wonderful dress right here is Riley's party's dress, and it's amazing. And then these are all our other costumes, and they're all nicely labeled so we know when we're supposed to wear everything. And everything else is sort of lying on the floor. And this is my costume that I wear for the barn, the big party scene. And Nick made this from a recycled bridesmaid's dress. So that was absolutely wonderful. All right. And now, oh, and this is Kat. She is our logging lady, and she is amazing. And she works all day in a very cold basement, and she is fantastic. And we love her so much. All right. And over here we have more props and more tools and a giant shoe bag for, this contains all the shoes in the entire movie right in that bag. And then over here we have our wonderful little makeup room. It's the tiniest bathroom, but we make it work. And this is where everybody gets their makeup. Nobody gets their makeup done not in this room. And it is fantastic. So let's move on to the second level. Alright, we're in the kitchen and there are actually a couple scenes here, some B-roll and a scene with me in it where I do stick my hands in a sink for about an hour and they were really gross afterwards. But we actually used this sink and we actually did a underwater camera for a scene that's, for a shot that's going to last for like 5 seconds, but it's gonna look really, really cool. But more importantly than scenes, this is where all the people eat and get fed, and when we're fed, we are happy. So Greta Erickson has been wonderful in providing meals with everyone, and she's our producer, and we are all very fed. And coffee for most of the actors to keep them awake. Trail mix because we all need M&Ms and candy, muffins, and this is our breakfast setup right now, so a bunch of breakfast foods. But yes, I think the most important thing for most people right here is the coffee and the refrigerator full of food so that we never starve. Alright, now we're on to the dining room. Alright, now we are in the dining room and a couple of key scenes happen here. A lot of eating goes on in these lovely rooms. And our food was prepared by the wonderful Jeremy, who was kind enough to come in the morning and at night and cook us the wonderful meals that you will see in the film. And over here are our lovely props for this, and here are some baby photos of me, which are kind of amusing at some point. And there's Kat again, being amazing and dodging the camera, which is awesome.
You can't dodge.
And this is Emily Oliarchuk, and she is amazing. She plays Bo, the waitress.
Oh, yes.
And she is fantastic, and when you see that scene, she is wonderful in it. And she's also been helping with candle lighting and crew work, and she's fantastic.
Best person ever.
This is OK Keys, our cinematographer. The amazing cinematographer. You have no idea. This film looks wonderful because of her, and it's amazing.
I don't really like being in front of cameras, so I prefer being behind them, so I'm going to leave. Okay.
Alright, now on to the living room. Alright, now we are into the living room, and one scene happens on this very couch. And who we have on this couch is Matt LaVorte, who plays Micah. And he is wonderful, and he has been our errand runner boy today, which is fantastic. Yeah. And this is Mallory, and she's part of the crew, and she's helping out with everything from clipping to getting us stuff, and she's been, or clapping, whatever you want to call it, whatever that's called.
Clipping and clapping.
And everything in between, and they are all amazing. And these are our lovely props for this, and this is fantastic. And all the photos that you see are from my parents, and this is here are my grandparents and some of their old photos, and so it's been kind of great to use that for all the reference pictures, and that's wonderful. But this is a wonderful scene and a beautiful fireplace and a beautiful set. And now we are in the Nook. And as always, many important scenes happen in here. There's a scene between me and my brother Adrian, and a scene with me and Riley when we're having coffee. And this is the cutest space. There's tons of light in here. And we have a chest, and that's very important. That's from a scene. And all these wonderful, wonderful props. I love that lamp. I think that lamp is absolutely fantastic, and the cute little typewriter. And the bench and just everything in here is just so well lit. And it's absolutely amazing. And right here, we have our production board, I guess you can say, for all of the days. So if you can see, they have all the script and what we're doing and everything, and so well organized. But this space is amazing. It's one of my favorite rooms in the house because it's so much sunlight, and it has a very intense scene for being such a happy place, what it looks like right now. All right, so now we are in the other half of the living room, and this is where we dump all of the cruise stuff. And this just has bags and camera equipment and C-stands, and they're all quite wonderful. But nothing happens in the scene besides lots and lots of storage. And then what we have here are these wonderful French doors, which I cannot close apparently. And they're so nice. Such a great, oh, we have to mention this lamp. Laura Wallace, one of the writers of the film, made that lamp, and it's absolutely fantastic. It's not plugged in, but it's an amazing light. And this is the entryway, and there are a couple scenes that happen here. And this, Laura Wallace made all of these flowers with paper and Mod Podge and some wire, and it's so cute. And something I love about this house is all these gold radiators. I think it just adds so much character, and it's amazing. And then this is the front of the house. This is how we get out, and now let's move upstairs. And now we're going to the second floor, where a couple of key scenes happen as well. This whole movie is full of key scenes, and that is fantastic. Also, we have this hallway, and they seem like a regular hallway, but there are actually some scenes that happen right here, and there's a scene that happens between me and Riley right in front of here. And again, our lovely props. And this is a photo which came from my family. It's on my mother's side, and it's a very old photo from the late 1800s, and it's actually was taken in Minneapolis, which was kind of fun to see when I was going through all the old photos. And then we are walking into the bathroom, and the bathroom has lots and lots of wonderful scenes. A very pivotal scene happens right here in this bathroom, and it's amazing. But we have a lot of one-shots in this bathroom, looking in a mirror, taking a shower, and all that kind of stuff. But this is the nicest looking bathroom. And these are silhouettes of myself and Casey, who plays Adrian. And Vanessa, the director, made these. And it's just a little touch to the room that adds so much. But it's the bathroom, and it's pretty amazing. Just look at it. Look at the mirror. Look at the fire extinguisher, in case we set a fire to the house. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, ready?
I'm ready.
That sounds good.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right, we are in one of the bedrooms, and we don't actually use this for any scenes. We use this, the sound room, and you can see all of the lovely equipment. And who you see here is Matt Burr.
Oh. Hey. Yeah, what's up? I was just listening to something.
Yeah, so he does all his sound stuff, and he has all the wireless microphones, and how he works this contraption, I will never know. And that's why Matt Burr is too legit to quit.
Well, yeah, I mean, you just got a couple of channels, and each of these settings are kind of duplicated across the whole business, and you know, whenever I got all this gain staging and stuff, and making sure I got my signal routed properly, and you know, because I want Riley to be separate from Adrian and all that kind of business. So in post, we're gonna have lots of control over our shit.
Hear me?
But yeah, it's good. He makes us sound really good, and without him, this movie wouldn't be as good as it is.
Give him a hug.
Aw, here's Mapper.